Have you ever felt like you've hit rock bottom? That moment when the world you knew crumbles, and you're left standing in the ruins with absolutely nothing and no one to turn to? Maybe it was the loss of a job, the end of a relationship, a frightening health diagnosis, or the quiet, creeping realization that the path you were on leads nowhere. In these moments of profound emptiness, when every support system you ever relied on has been stripped away, a terrifying question echoes in the silence: what now? It's a place of deep vulnerability, a place we all try to avoid. We build our lives on foundations we believe are solid: our careers, our relationships, our finances, our own strength. But what happens when those foundations crack? What happens when the storm comes and washes it all away, leaving us with nothing but ourselves and the vast, overwhelming emptiness? It's in that exact place, that place of nothing left, that one of the most profound spiritual truths can be discovered. It's the moment when you realize that when God is all you have, God becomes all you need. Let's be honest, this isn't a lesson we willingly sign up for. No one wakes up and says, "I hope I lose everything today so I can get closer to God." We prefer comfort. We prefer security. We like having our safety nets. We find comfort in our plans, our savings accounts, our network of friends. These things aren't bad in themselves. They are gifts, but they can also become idols. They can become the things we lean on instead of leaning on our Creator. We place our trust in the created rather than the Creator. And so, sometimes, in His infinite love and wisdom, God allows the stripping away. He allows the things we depend on to be removed, not to punish us, but to reveal Himself to us in a way we could never have experienced otherwise. It's like a child holding so tightly to a collection of cheap, plastic toys. The parent knows there's a real priceless treasure waiting for them, but the child won't let go of the trinkets. Sometimes the only way for the child to receive the true gift is to first have their hands emptied. Think about some of the most powerful stories we know. Think of Job, who lost his family, his wealth, his health, everything. In his utter desolation, his friends offered easy answers and accusations. But Job didn't find solace in their logic. He found it when he finally came face to face with God Himself. In that encounter, Job's perspective shifted. He realized that knowing God was infinitely more valuable than all the possessions and comfort he had lost. His circumstances hadn't changed yet, but his heart had. He had found his true foundation. Or think about the Apostle Paul. Before his conversion, he had everything: status, education, religious authority. He was a man of influence and power. But on the road to Damascus, he was stripped of it all. He was blinded, humbled, and forced to depend entirely on the very God he had been persecuting. Later in his life, after experiencing shipwrecks, imprisonments, and countless hardships, he wrote from a prison cell, "I have learned in whatever situation I am to be content. I know how to be brought low, and I know how to abound." His contentment wasn't tied to his circumstances. It was rooted in his unwavering connection to Christ. He had lost everything the world valued, only to gain everything that truly mattered. This journey from having everything to having only God is a painful one. It feels like a descent. It feels like loss. The initial shock gives way to fear, then maybe anger, and then a deep, aching grief for what's gone. We cry out, "Why me? Why this?" And in that raw, honest cry, God meets us. He doesn't always provide immediate answers or instant solutions. He doesn't magically put everything back the way it was. Instead, He offers something far more profound: His presence. In the emptiness, His voice becomes clearer. Without the constant noise of the world and the distractions of our own ambitions, we can finally hear His gentle whisper. In the darkness, His light becomes the only thing we can see. When we are weak, we finally begin to understand the reality of His strength. It's not just a nice quote on a coffee mug. It becomes our lived experience. His grace isn't just a theological concept. It's the very air we breathe, the thing that gets us out of bed in the morning when we feel we have no reason to. When God is all you have, you start to see His provision in the smallest things. A meal shared by a neighbor isn't just food. It's a direct sign of His care. A kind word from a stranger isn't just a coincidence. It's His voice speaking through them. The sun rising after a long dark night isn't just an astronomical event. It's a promise of new mercies, a tangible reminder that He has not abandoned you. You learn to live in a state of moment-by-moment dependence, and in that dependence, you find a freedom you never knew was possible. You're no longer crushed by the weight of having to hold your own world together. You learn to surrender, to let go, and to trust that He is holding it, and you in His hands. This is where God becomes all you need. Need is a powerful word. It's not about what we want or what we prefer. It's about our fundamental requirements for survival. When you're in the desert, you don't just want water, you need it. When you're lost in the wilderness, you don't just want a guide, you need one. When our souls are stripped bare, we discover that God is not a luxury item. He is our essential need. He is our living water. He is our daily bread. He is our guide, our comforter, our strength, and our hope. Everything else we thought we needed, the approval of others, the perfect career, the flawless family, we realize were just wants. Deeply felt wants, yes, but not the core of our existence. The only thing we truly desperately need is Him. And the beautiful paradox is this: when you get to the place where God is all you need, you find that in Him you have everything. You find a joy that isn't dependent on circumstances. You find a peace that surpasses all understanding. You find a love that will never leave you or forsake you. If you are in that place of emptiness right now, I want you to hear this. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. You are not being abandoned. You are being drawn closer. This wilderness you're in is not your final destination. It is a training ground. It's a sacred space where God is stripping away the lesser things to give you the greatest thing of all, more of Himself. Hold on. Don't be afraid of the emptiness. Don't rush to fill it with old comforts or new distractions. Sit in the silence. Be still and listen. Let your tears fall. Cry out to Him. He is there. He is with you in the wreckage, and He is already at work, building something new and far more beautiful and enduring than what was lost. He is transforming your greatest loss into your greatest gain. He is showing you in the most personal and intimate way that when He is all you have, He is and always will be all you truly need. Thank you so much for watching. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking and subscribing for more content that I hope will encourage you on your journey. See you next time.